Right now is customarily the time that I say some kind of negative thing about the other comedians and compare them to retards, or, you know, like baby geese just learning how to walk or something horrible like that. But I just don't have it in me this evening. I feel like the performances are taking care of that. Yeah, I know, that was cheap. I'm sorry. But you know, some stuff just can't be avoided. You know, some stuff is just like right out there in your face. Like the fact that I could lose a couple. I mean, it's just like, ta-da. But, so I go to the gym, you know what I'm saying, every now and again, kinda, sorta, every now and again. But I feel weird when I'm at the gym. I feel like a robot, basically, or I feel like some kind of strange, like, futuristic man doll on like a test course when I'm on an elliptical machine, because you're just like, yeah, trying to think about your day, trying to have normal thoughts, and you're like, I don't know why I would ever be doing this so often. I can't imagine it. It just, like, you just can't stop, and you look around, and then, I mean, me, I turn red like a cherry tomato, so it's like, I'm definitely not there at the gym to impress anybody or flirt with anybody or anything like that. It's like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Fuck it, tomorrow. You can pay me tomorrow. I got the asthma. It just doesn't work though. It's just like not a good place to go, fucking hang out, try and flirt with bitches. But then you see all the people standing around that are clearly there to just like hang out and shit. You know, you go down, there's like a big old buff dude, you know, swole's motherfucker standing around in the weight area, like looking around, trying to figure out what he's gonna pick out. You're like, oh, I wonder which one he's gonna get. What is he gonna get? Looking over, as I'm just like, dude comes back up with like 3 pounds, just standing around. You're like, yeah, he's here, he means business. Just look at him standing, just booty watching. That's always the worst thing in the world, because you can tell like who's there to work out, who's there sweating their ass off, just soaking nasty, all kind of grossness, old man from Walmart sweats on and shit. And then there's always like the one dude who's just like walking on the treadmill, just looking around and shit. Oh, hey, what's up? Staring around, but it's always that dude's always like right in front of the girl on the Stairmaster, who's just like, oh, yeah, I got the stairs on. Yeah, I'm gonna climb to the top of this Macy's and get the nicest pair of shoes they have. And it's always that dude who's just like, you see him, he's just staring there looking at the treadmill like, oh yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, I get my treadmill on 2 miles an hour. Yeah, feel the burn. But, I don't know, I mean, I just do that sometimes. Like, I'll do a little bit of people watching and shit. But I don't like admitting that I enjoy people watching, because it kind of makes you feel like a creeper. Because, you know, it's like there's a difference. Like, if you like to go to the mall and have a coffee and watch, like, some bro dude slap around his girlfriend on the way back to the pickup truck or some shit, like, that's funny. That's cool. I'll do that. But then there's like people watching like from your backyard with some binoculars, just like focus, yeah. Because there's really like 2 ways you feel when you're holding a pair of binoculars. You either feel like a spy, but that goes right out the window as soon as you realize that you're not a spy, or B, like a creeper. And it's awful, because you'd be like, my buddy found some binoculars and shit in his backyard after a party. So I was like, oh fuck yeah, oh, binoculars, cool. Fucking around with him, playing with him and shit, looking around the backyard. And so I'm like, oh, I wonder how well you can see from these things. And I like look across the yard, you know, it's 4 or 5 houses down. I'm trying to like look at a flower on a tree. And then I look slightly to the left, and there's somebody standing in their window just staring back at me angrily, like not really sure what's going on, because they were pretty far away, but the look on this dude's face was just like looking around trying to figure out what the fuck was so interesting going on in his house. He's like, turns back, Home and Garden channel on, he's like, I don't think anything interesting's going on. But then right there I was like, I feel like a dude with his hand caught in the cookie jar, just like, shit. But let's see, what else do I have? Okay, so yeah, on the line with the people watching and shit, you know, so I observe things. I kind of pick things up from time to time. You know, you see a little sign, you're like, oh, I'm gonna catalog that. I'm a scientist. Okay, you do that. You're a bitch. All right. But so I've learned a lot of different, you know, tactics, if you will, with how to communicate with folks. You know, little like devices and shit that you can use, things that you can just, you know, throw in to spice up the recipe a little bit, kind of get what you want, you know? Like, okay, sorry, for instance, you know, you're at dinner, you're like, hey, can I have the salt? Nothing fantastic about that, I don't know, maybe somebody's really into the meal, they're gonna ignore you and be like, get your own fucking salt, you know? They don't pass you the salt. But, change it just a little bit, let's see if you guys can see how I did this, okay? You just tweak it a little bit, and then it'll work a lot better. You'd be like, hey, can you pass me the salt? Bitch! Instantaneous recognition. They're like, oh my god, it's like, yeah, here you go. Don't hit me. It's like, for real though, it's like verbal kung fu and shit. Suddenly, not paying attention, you're like, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have a gin and tonic. Just tweak it a little bit. Like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have a gin and tonic, bitch. Look back at you like, I gotta get this to the bar really quick. Lick the straw before he sees me. But, let me think. Do I have anything else? Do I have anything else to fucking talk about? Oh no, I slipped. There was my one. There was my one. And I just wasted it. There's my F-bomb, and I dropped it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the nuns and children that are in attendance this evening. Yeah, hey, anyway. I'm Lettuce Rep. This has been my time.